Afternoon baseball on the show as we welcome you to Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Today we've got a contest out of the American League East between the Toronto Blue Jays and the New York Yankees. Alongside Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and I'll turn to you, Dan, as we discuss the high-level pitching matchup we've got. So stepping in is Bo Bichette. He will lead this one off today.
Leading off the afternoon for
first
Toronto,
delivery to him.
the shortstop.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. Well, this Yankee ball club entering play this afternoon here. They dropped another one last time out, and in fact, they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead. You start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants to. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing the throttle.
The average coming in at 266, 15 long balls, and 43 RBIs. Fastball called for strike 2. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Patrick Johnson.
You know, D-Roll, Patty Johnson, decent strike zone, but isn't always super consistent. I think that's one of the things that irritates players and pitchers.
Yeah, you're going to see a few glares, not only from the offensive guys, but maybe the guy on the mound as well. He needs to be a little bit more consistent.
Now a moment as we take a look at the Jays starting 9 for this one. Dero, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Well, Matty, you walk into this yard today and it's nothing but a hitter's park. But that can work against you at times. You have to stay within yourself. You can't just be turning and burning on everything. Stay within the game plan and know that a mistake doubles leaving this yard. Down 0-2 to a guy with this much weaponry, 5 pitches he can go to, not looking good.
Hit in the air down the right field line. Henderson gets under it and makes the catch to end the inning. Blue Jays go down in order. Blue Jays nothing. Yankees coming to bat. Major League Baseball on the show. Babe Ruth gets the ball for the Blue Jays in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the 4s coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher. And every once in a while, he can throw some decent games in there. It's not easy having an ERA under 4 in baseball. He's slightly over that, but this guy's a better pitcher than that ERA indicates.
And Dan, Dero, the Blue Jays, as they enter play here this afternoon, they're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this team is starting to really come together. They won last night. They're playing really nice. I expect much more of the same today.
And he fouls this one off. Yankee shortstop behind in the count 1-2.
Wow, that's a close pitch to take, but when you're a good hitter like this guy, to take that pitch on 0-2, you have to have a pretty good eye.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Springer has a read on it. 1 out. With that, it's time to hometown Yankees. Danny, who stands out to you?
To see what this 5-hole. He's hit 8 home runs. Did you hear me? That's 8 bombs in his last 10 games. Up and watch.
Oh, it takes a nasty hop, and he's unable to haul it in.
Love the ability to push that ball the other way right there. Nice knock to the field. That's a switch hitter's delight, the ability to use all parts.
Oh, and he breaks, and they've got him picked off. And they got him at second base on a good, smart play that time. Here comes Tino Martinez, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. He comes in with 24 homers to his credit so far this year. Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time.
Got to pitch to the ballpark's dimensions right here. Love the execution of that pitch down in the zone. Got to keep the ball in the yard.
This pitch is popped up, and no one will get this one.
Hey, if you're going to get a swing on a pitch that far in off the plate, pretty much options are wide open.
2-2 now with 2 away and the base is empty. And a breaking ball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Yanks held in check, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Stepping in for the Jays, Sean Green. He'll get us started in the top of the second, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. Well, fans of the art of pitching are in for a treat. One of the game's big-time flamethrowers faces a top craftsman here today.
And you're going to see two different mindsets from both offenses, Dan. Facing the power guy, he's going to come at you. He's going to pitch to his strengths and not your weakness. And on the flip side, the finesse guy is going to try and keep everyone off balance. And I want to see what off-speed pitch he has working.
Hero, that's one of the beautiful things about the game of baseball. Good pitchers come in all different shapes and sizes, and they come with all different type of weapons. We're going to see one flamethrower and one guy that throws below the speed limit.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. Looking up is the center fielder. See you later. Over the wall, a home run.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
George Springer comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Down the third baseline, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. 1 out, nobody on. And he got him.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appered to be the case there.
Teoscar Hernandez is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Swing and a line drive, but this will get foul for strike 2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. High in the air and deep to left center field. Center fielder looking up at the track. The wall. Out of here into the visitors' bullpen.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
Lazy fly ball out to center field. Jeter onto the grass. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. On now to the bottom of the second. The Jays lead it 2-0. Leading off the inning, it'll be Cecil Fielder. They could use a spark from him here.
You know, these next couple innings are really important for these guys. I know they're only down by a couple, but they need to get something going on offense to keep pace, even though it's early.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
1-0.
The 1-0 home.
Oh, that's out.
And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2.
What a well-executed fastball right there. Down and away. If you're going to do any damage with that pitch, you have to think up the middle the other way, and you have to be diving and leaning out over that thing.
Fastball called strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. So now into the box is Jose Canseco. It was a 2-hit effort for him, including a home run in last night's game. Now the first pitch. Popped him up. Fox over to his left. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Batting 6th, the right fielder, Ricky Henderson.
Ready now is Ricky Henderson to try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
Hey, a 2-out walk right here would be the tying run. Even though it's early on, you got a guy on deck that has a lot of pop.
That evens it up 1-1.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
And that misses 2-1. A good movement bearing in. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 out, nobody on. Here's a high pop-up. Kirk moving to his left. And that ends the inning. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They trail it here 2-0.
Welcome back to the Bronx, where these fans have witnessed a lot of good pitching from their Yankees this season. Coming into the day, they rank first in the league in both ERA and strikeouts, a combination that has opposing lineups searching for answers. One member of the staff told me, "It's a special group of guys. I've never been on a pitching staff that's so dominant top to bottom, and I've been on some pretty good ones." Now, one of the hitters on the team told me, "I'm relieved I get to stand behind them and play defense instead of staring them down in the box. That can't be fun." Matt, back to you.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Skied down the left field line. Left fielder giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the shortstop, Bo Bichette.
Now it'll be Bo Bichette. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
1 ball, no strikes to count. And this misses as well, so it goes to 2-0 now on the Jays shortstop. And it's 2 balls and a strike to the Jays leadoff batter.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
Ball even at 2-2. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now. Fouled off. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Again, another foul ball. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. Posada recovers. He makes the throw to first. 2 down.
Well, you know you made a real nice pitch when you bounce it in the dirt and you still get the hitter to swing at it. That tells me that there's a lot of deception in that pitch right now.
DJ LeMahieu is in for the second time now as he looks at a ball inside 1-0. Hit high and deep out to left field. Almost into the short porch, but it's off the wall. The relay. The tag, and they'll get him at second, and with that, the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays, but they hold a 2-0 lead. The next batter is Alfonso Soriano,
the second baseman,
as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. The numbers: 282 to start play, 22 home runs, and 63 runs batted in. Swing and a flare hit toward right. LeMahieu onto the grass. Oh, and a great diving catch for the first down.
Batting eighth, the third baseman, Alan Trammell.
Now to bat, Alan Trammell. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. 0-1 the count.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
1-1 the count now. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. This is in the air to left. Gurriel is over just a few steps to his right as he takes it for route number 2.
Batting ninth.
Base is empty, 2 away. And here's the switch hitting Jorge Posada. Just able to get a piece of that for strike one.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Gotta find a way to keep his hands back.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Posada behind a ball and 2 strikes. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Swing and a miss for strike 3. Pulled the string on him that time, and the inning is over.
1-2-3 go the Bombers. So now to the plate, Jimmy Fox. He flew out in his last debut. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
Man, he's looking sharp so far. 80% of his first pitches are for strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2.
Not a bad spot to miss right there. Much rather have it run inside than out over the plate, where the hitter can do a lot of damage.
Here's another 1-2. Got him swinging in the dirt. Posada has it. And he makes the throw to first. Fox is retired, and there's one away. So here's the cleanup hitter. Sean Green comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And he got him out in front that time. Strike 1.
Hey, from a pitcher's standpoint, sometimes the greatest pitch is the slider that backs up. He got away with that one, but he wants that thing to bury down the way.
2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Pulled toward right center field. Williams is there, 2 gone.
The batter.
Next to stand in is Lourdes Gurriel. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Henderson will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Blue Jays go down in order, but they're on top 2-0. So the lineup flips over and digging in. Derek Jeter flew out last time up.
Shortstop, Derek Jeter.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. And that misses inside 1-0. That's wide, 2-0. Two and one the count. Into the windup and the pitch. 2-2. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
Hey, throwing the ball great up until this point. Don't want to allow a leadoff walk. Needs to just focus in on his mechanics right here.
And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Swing and a liner into a slide, and he makes a great catch for the first out.
Now
into the box, Tino Martinez struck out in his last trip to the plate. And a dive, but he's back. Another look to first, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Here's the first pitch. This one's flared toward left center. Bichette onto the grass. He can't get there as it falls in. He'll get it into second, and the throw will go to second as they.
Oh, man, I don't know how that happened. Looked to be a base hit to the outfield, but then all of a sudden the throw comes in and they get the force on the plate. To be honest, that just can't happen.
Cecil Fielder will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown the first pitch strike to.
Here it comes on 0-2.
Oh, that's in.
Martinez, the runner at first with 2 gone. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. 1 left for the Yankees. They're down 2-0. George Springer is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Well, now that we're midway through this one, it's safe to say that runs have been at a premium, and both starters, doing it in different ways, have turned in excellent performances.
Dan, you can speak to this. Obviously, 2 different ways to skin a cat. One's a finesse guy working all 4 quadrants, keeping guys off balance. The other, a flamethrower coming right at you.
Yeah, it's been.
And solid contact there as this ball is belted high in the air out to left. Gone to lead off the inning. So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second.
I wonder if that homer rattled him a little bit. He's certainly a little bit more cautious against him this time around.
2-1 now.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your A swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
And another foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. Is swung on and missed, strike 3. So now here is Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He's 0 for 1 thus far as he'll take a look at ball 1. hit the other way out toward right field. Right fielder is on the run. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Now batting, catcher.
So next to bat will be Alejandro Kirk. Flew out in his only at-bat so far. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And there's a swing and a miss. 2-1 now.
Get it ready, big boy. This guy's throwing 3 digits right here. The best way I can help the fans is 90 to 92, you can usually see seams. 92 to 95, it starts to really quicken up on you. Over 3 digits, you're seeing a white blur.
That gets down, and the inning continues. Next to bat for Toronto, Bo Bichette has gone down on strikes twice already in this one. And Dan, when you know you have a chance to hand someone a hat trick for the game, is there any extra motivation to punch him out again?
Hey, there's no doubt about that, Matt. When you have a good hitter like this and you punched him out twice already, you just want to continue to go out there and make good pitches and see if you can't dominate him for a 3rd time.
And that sends DJ LeMahieu into the box. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Now the 1-0 is a fastball that misses.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Drives it out to deep right center field. Long run for the center fielder. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Jays add 1 more on the solo home run. Middle of the afternoon here in the Bronx. It's now 3-0 in favor of the Jays. Welcome back to the Bronx as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far, and he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. All the way up and down the lineup, he said he's seeing swings break down and result in soft contact. He said some of that is pitch selection, some of it is poor swing mechanics, and some of it is a lack of focus. But either way, the message down here is that they need to find ways to make adjustments in the box, guys.
Leading off for the Yankees.
Thank you, Heidi. Now to the plate, Jose Canseco. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Matty, I'd like to see them change up their offensive approach a little bit right now. Maybe get a little bit more aggressive in the strike zone. I just feel like this pitcher is settling into a rhythm, and they're going to hand it over to the bullpen eventually, and this game's going to be over.
And now he'll foul this one off as well. The fall behind here, no balls and 2 strikes.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of his secondary pitches so far in this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
A shot down the first baseline, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
We take a look at the numbers up to this point. You see he's only given up 2 hits so far today, so he's been hitting his spots all game long. Remains to be seen if he can keep that shutout intact going forward, but I'm not betting against him.
To the plate now, Alfonso Soriano. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Henderson stands at first with 1 out. Throw over to the bag, runner back safely. Hard on the ground towards short, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
Yeah, and I think this is the case of a guy trying to rush it, hoping to turn a double play. And instead of getting 2 outs, they get 0 outs, and runners are on first and second.
So that brings up the Hall of Famer Alan Trammell as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be two. To second for one. Over to Fox. They get them both, and that's how the inning comes to an end. Fair to say, oh my goodness, these folks are not headed for a career on Broadway. More from the show. Saturday Baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. New inning set to get underway. And here comes the first baseman, Jimmy Fox.
Number 3.
The pitch.
Jimmy Fox.
Nope. That's inside.
1-0 count. Here it is.
No, that's down. So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
And he popped him up. Martinez is over to take a look at it, and that's going to land foul. He'll try it again. 3-2.
You know, taking you inside the mind of a batter right here, you can't get in auto swing mode. You still have to control the strike zone.
Count still full. 3-2. Another full count pitch home. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. The 3-2 one more time. Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter's aboard to start the 6th. As a look, now the pitch. Sean Green is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1.
Yeah, that looked like an auto take right there, just trying to measure up this pitcher's stuff.
A ball and a strike now. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Gone!
No surprise with that swing of the bat. This guy is simply one of the best in the game right now. There's not too many guys that take a beautiful hack like that in the league.
On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out. George Springer is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0. Bases are empty, one man out. Fouled away. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. We were expecting a pitcher's duel in this one, but it's turned into a bit of a lopsided contest so far. Gooden hasn't had his best stuff today.
All right, Dan, you look at this game, the finesse guy has been on. Nothing over the heart of the plate, really keeping these guys in a proverbial rocking chair where the power guy's missing over the heart.
You know, it's hard to believe because sometimes you look at this guy that's throwing in the upper 90s, big power stuff, having a tough time getting through the lineup, and then you have a soft tosser guy moving the ball up, down, in and out. More than one way to get through a lineup, and the guy that's the finesse guy, he is really making it work in this one.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. George Springer sent packing for out number 2 in the 6th. Teoscar Hernandez stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
Couldn't lay off that time, and it's 1-2. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any low?
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Jays strike for a couple. At the plate now is Jorge Posada. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, let's see if he can work a walk, maybe a knock, ground ball with eyes, something, and catch a gap.
And wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
That fastball really got away from him there. That's kind of a red flag for me that he's starting to tire or wear down a little bit. The first thing that goes is location and then your mechanics. We'll see if this continues.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Lifted in the air out to right.
Green waits on it.
One down.
Now batting, shortstop.
Striding in is Derek Jeter. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike one.
When your team is behind this late in the game, it's not a good look for you as a hitter to show no discipline and wave at a pitch that wasn't even sniffing the zone.
Drilled right back up the middle, and that'll find its way into center field for a one-out hit.
Matty, you find that a lot. Guy throws a bad curveball. Even though he gets a swing at it, he didn't like the feel. He doubled up on the same pitch.
Yeah, the location of the pitch, what got him there on a fat curveball that he was able to single on. But the runner's back easily. So now to the plate, Bernie Williams. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball one. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. The 1-0.
2-0. Right guy, right spot. This is one of the better hitters in their lineup. Just the guy they want to see coming up now to get this inning going.
Ready with the 2-0 pitch. Pops this one up. Fox is there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Stepping in next, Tino Martinez. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. From the belt, kicks and deals. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball one.
A lot of pitches away here, which is pretty much what you're forced to do with lefty batters here at Yankee Stadium. It doesn't take much to hook one out of here to right field with that short porch out there.
Here's a look over to first, and he'll get back in standing. Jeter leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Had him lunging at that pitch away, and it's 1-1 now.
Hey, this guy's got to be pretty proud of what he's done so far. It's never easy to pitch on the road, but to have this kind of outing in a ballpark that is notoriously known as being hitter-friendly, it's been a treat to watch.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike.
Hey, I'd like to see a little bit more discipline in that. You get a count in your favor and he's swinging a pitch that bad? Not good.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Pulled toward right center field. Springer has a read on it. No problem with this one, and the inning is over. The Yanks leave one. They can't chip into that. Stepping in once again is Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. 1-0 the count. Here's a little chopper up the middle, fielded cleanly, and the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the catcher, Alejandro.
Here comes the Yankee manager now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound.
Now pitching.
And a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. In there, no balls and a strike. And it's fouled away. 1 out, nobody on. And he fouls this one off. And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you can do with that. Textbook sinker. Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
1-1 the count. Now a ball lifted in the air to shallow center field. Long run for the right fielder. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays, but they hold a 5-0 lead. Leading off the inning, it'll be Cecil Fielder, and they could use a spark from him here.
Cecil Fielder.
First offering. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
Swing and a miss as he pulls the top hand over. It's 0-2. And he misses there. 1-2.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
3 balls and 2 strikes to the Yankees DH.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at-bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
Lifted in the air to center. On the move is Springer. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
The left fielder, number 33.
Digging in next, Jose Canseco. He went down looking in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in this at-bat.
Fastball at 88 that time. A ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And that is through into center field for a 1-out single. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder tough, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
Changeup stays outside, and he's behind 2-0.
Man, this guy's had their number all game long. Up, down, in and out. He's pitching very well.
From the stretch, 3-0 now. Canseco, base runner at first with 1 out. Into right field, that's a base hit. He'll hold at second, and there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
In now, Alfonso Soriano, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. That's a base hit into left field. Long throw to the plate. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score. Absolutely scorched that base hit. Worthy of some show track love. And as you see it, it came off the bat at 110 miles an hour. That's definitely squaring a ball up. Here comes the Toronto skipper out toward the pitcher's mound. And we're going to have a pitching change, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll leave here with one out in the seventh as he now hopes the bullpen can go ahead and get him the W. Wade Boggs comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. First and second now, one man out. Two and 0 now. From the belt, kicks and deals. Lined into right, a base hit. And they'll hold that runner at third as everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with one away.
Hey, not a bad pitch right there. Off-speed pitch down in the zone. You thought he would set that up pretty well. The previous pitch was a real good fastball up.
Yeah, I think the hitter was sitting all over that one, Dan. I really do. He saw that fastball up for show. I think he thought to himself, here comes the off-speed.
He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 1-0. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Green waits on it. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And the run will score on the sac fly as they're hanging around at 5-2 now.
Obviously, he's hoping for more up there with the bases loaded, but you can't be too upset with the sac fly.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Derek Jeter. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
The 2-1 pitch. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
There isn't a hitter alive that doesn't love hitting in fastball counts like 3-1. It's usually a pretty fruitful count in terms of getting a pitch to drive.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And that pitch misses for ball 4. So some intrigue now as the bases are loaded here with 2 away.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news? A single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Up next, Bernie Williams, 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
Ooh, he's really in trouble, and it's just getting worse and worse and worse. This guy needs to find a strike zone in the worst way.
Here's the 1-0. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
The 2-0. There's a strike. It's 2-1. Two out, bases loaded. And this could be trouble now. It's 3-1.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Here's the 3-1. fouled off. Taken high and deep to right. And as Yankees fans hear on television quite frequently, see ya! So he promptly unloads the bases with that one. 32 now for the season. And this one gives him the lead at 6-5.
And they complete the comeback with a flourish, going deep with a grand slam to take the lead. You don't get style points in this game, but I'd give them some if I could hand some out.
Evan Marshall takes over pitching duties, looking to get that final out now here in this seventh inning.
Evan Marshall. The batter, the first
At the
baseman.
plate now, Tino Martinez, as he'll take a look at a sinker here, too low for ball one. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Left fielder is on the move. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. So they strike for 6 in the inning as there's the big blow, the grand slam home run. We're through 7 this afternoon. It's now 6-5 New York. Wade Boggs remains in the game playing third after entering the game as a pinch hitter in the previous half inning.
Number 26.
As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball one. Well, this one's been a bit of a head scratcher despite their home run production today.
Yeah, Matty B, this is one of those that you kind of scratch your head and you go, wow, you hit the ball all in the ballpark, but still not enough offense. It just goes to show you this sport is still, D-Row, all about pitching.
It is. It begins and ends on that bump right there. And there's just so many facets to the game. Defense, base running. It's just not the team that hits the most home runs is going to win the ball game.
Got him. A slurve that time, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
People always talk about how important getting the leadoff man on base is, and it's true. So in the 8th inning of a one-run game, that's a really nice job of attacking a hitter and sending him packing.
Stepping in now, Jimmy Fox. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball. No hits to this point. Oh, this is hit high and deep out to left. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out.
Boy, talk about hitting into some rough luck. That was an absolute bullet to the outfield that gets caught, and he would have represented the tying run.
Into the box, Sean Green. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Good eye there by Green as he lays off, and it's 2-0 now.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters' counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches, and when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
2 out, nobody on. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Count remains full. The next 3-2.
In this AB, pitcher cannot find anywhere to go to put this guy away.
On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down, and the inning is over. One remains close. It's 6-5.
Leading off for the Yankees, the designated hitter, Cecil Fielder.
He's set. Here it comes. Hit pretty well out toward right center field. Green moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1.
The left fielder, number 33, Jose Canseco.
Stepping up is Jose Canseco. Singled in his last at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is.
That's a ball.
And that misses ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
One out, nobody on. Two 2-0 to the Yankees left fielder. And now the Blue Jays get a left-hander up and throwing in their bullpen. Now the 2-0 home.
That's out.
Ricky Henderson is on deck. There's ball 4.
And with the bases empty, you don't feel bad about walking that guy. He's capable of taking deep every time he digs in, so it's not the worst thing in the world to work around him if you can.
Now a move over to first, and he'll dive back in. Paul O'Neill is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. That batting average hovering in the high 230s. 18 homers and an even 50 RBIs. Throw over to first, and he'll get back in safely. And another throw over. And a dive, but he's back in. Canseco, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Belted high and deep into right center. Back goes Springer to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Now into the box, Alfonso Soriano. He delivered an RBI single in his last trip. First offering on its way.
Count 1-0.
A runner on first with 2 away. And there he goes towards second. Count even now at 1-1. Has a look, now the pitch.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Going back is the center fielder. Gone into Monument Park. Two-run shot to straightaway center. Career home run number 498 as they open up an 8-5 lead.
And the home crowd has really come to life here in the bottom of the 8th. They know as well as anybody that a 3-run lead this late in the game is awfully tough to overcome, especially on the road. 3 outs, and this one is theirs.
Up next for the Yankees,
Here's the Hall of Famer Wade Boggs. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Here comes the 0-1.
Oh, that's out.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes.
Nope.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. He's set. Here's the 2-2.
We got full count.
Jorge Posada would be next. Three-two pitch. High in the air out to center field. Springer has a read on it. And that ends the inning. Yankees get a couple on the 2-run home run. One last shot for the Jays coming up. It's the Yankees 8, the Blue Jays 5.
Your attention,
O'Neill will.
A defensive change for the Yankees.
Mariano Rivera takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
O'Neill.
Now here's the pitch.
Now pitching for the Yankees. Number 42, Mariano Rivera.
Line drive to left. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. With that, the Jays put their leadoff man on to start the inning.
Hey, excellent job right there, leading off the inning with a base hit. We got to keep this line moving. We cannot stop. Nobody can make an out. We have to find a way to put 2 men, maybe 3 men, put some pressure on this defense.
George Springer is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Hit hard towards center. In there, a base hit. Teoscar Hernandez digging in now as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Another one sent foul.
After that slider away, he must have set his sights out there because he took that fastball in like he had no chance.
Stays alive, still 0-2. This is on the ground over to first. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And they're content to play station to station here as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out.
Third baseman, Vladimir Guerrero.
Boy, D-Row, we're looking at a big inning right here with that single. Bases are loaded, yet no runs have scored in this inning.
Yeah, and that's exactly what that pitcher wants you to think. You have to eliminate the noise, Dan. Just try and drive in the guy from third base. Don't put pressure on yourself that you have to get everyone in with one swing of the bat. Pass the baton and keep the line moving.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. And he gets him swinging. What a big out there as there is now 1 away.
Really important time for a strikeout there, guys. Tying run at first, so objective number 1 is straining him on base. And now with 1 out, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that run.
To the plate now, Alejandro Kirk fouled away. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. And he popped him up. Martinez in foul ground. And that's the second out of the inning. And now here is Bo Bichette. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Comes set, the 0-1. And he takes this one high, 1-1.
Hey, this isn't going to be an easy save. These guys are making him work for this one.
And it's fouled away. Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Lifted down the line in left. And that's in there. Base hit. 1 run scores. And the runner scores from second as they cut away into that deficit here. It's now an 8-7 ball game.
You know, D-Row, hitting in the leadoff spot, you're not going to get very many opportunities to drive in some runs, but that's a big 2 RBI base hit.
Yeah, when you see ducks on the pond, Dan, your eyes light up. I don't care if you're hitting first in the lineup or 8th in the lineup. You grind out in that bat and try and get the runs on the board for your team.
Now a swing, and he pops him up. And this should do it. Soriano over to his right, makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Yeah, if that relief performance were a car, it would have had some wobbly wheels on it. He gave up a couple of runs, but he still gets the save, getting that shaky car across the finish line after all.
A close one, 8-7 is how it finishes today. The New York Yankees win their 40th game in front of the home crowd this year. Goose Gossage gets the win in relief, his 2nd of the year. Mariano Rivera wraps it up for the save, his 9th of the year. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Wackney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Yankees, 8 runs, 9 hits.